So, you've got a small gaming channel, but you've got a lot of competition. Maybe you're creating funny moments, tutorials, commentaries, epic moments, or some other popular video format, and you're struggling to stand out. Well, you're not alone. Most niches have a few big creators who take most of the fame, while the smaller creators are left fighting amongst themselves for the little attention that remains. If you think you might be one of those smaller creators and you're struggling to stand out, you really need to figure out a channel growth strategy that will help you stand out from the rest, and basically, in a nutshell, grow your gaming channel as quickly as possible. So in this video, I'm going to talk about just that. G'day, my name's Marcus. I'm YouTube certified, and although I've worked on multiple successful gaming channels, I understand that getting views and subscribers can be extremely difficult. So I created this channel because I have a passion for YouTube, and I want to help you properly grow every aspect of your own gaming channel as quickly and easily as possible. This video is a recording of a live consultation session I had with one of my course participants. He was struggling to stand out in a crowded niche, and we'll discuss basically the thought patterns that I think he needs to develop if he wants to create a growth strategy and ultimately content that's going to grow his channel and differentiate him from others. As mentioned, this is a raw one-on-one conversation, so there's going to be no editing, music, or quick, concisely scripted points like some other videos. So if you've got a short attention span or you're looking for like a top tips or tips and tricks video, this isn't going to be for you. However, if you're serious about learning the process behind developing a successful gaming channel, i.e. step 1, make your content stand out, please do yourself a favor and watch or listen to this all the way to the end, because I promise you this conversation will provide some extremely valuable food for thought. I personally haven't heard this stuff talked about anywhere else, and that's why I felt compelled to share this clip with you. So, enjoy. I guess this kind of revolves around setting your goals, so you may not know much about this, but do you have a channel strategy yet? So, do you know how you're going to get more subscribers? Or how you're going to get more views?
I mean, I've looked into Facebook and Reddit advertisement.
Paid
I don't know how to
advertising
do.
or just promoting?
No, just promoting, just like just posting on there. I've joined like Facebook groups. I have like in 5 different, and I just go copy and paste the URL like pretty much. Like I'm sure there's like I can improve a lot with that. I mean, I've just started, and on Reddit, like, I mean, I will go like comment on posts and like look at stuff. And like I actually like on Reddit, I was trying to find some video ideas, and I went and looked at a Reddit, and I saw like how to use the G7 iron sights. I saw that like as a big question, and it was like a big discussion. So now like I'm actually like focusing on making a G7 iron sight video.
Yeah, it's perfect. Nice work. So I think one thing that we might want to highlight is that for me, and everything I'm saying here is my opinion. I'm just trying to share with you how I do it, so then you can, like in the course, you looked at this lesson and you're like, well, he did this in a previous lesson, but he's not doing it in this lesson. But I think it would be better like this. So you can change and whatever, but I'm just showing how I do it. So if I come across like being super strong or opinionated, it's just because that's the way I do it. But you don't have to do it this way. But
Yeah.
the way I see it, marketing and your channel strategy are 2 separate things. So your channel strategy is how are you going to make your channel better than anyone else in your niche? Because it doesn't matter how much marketing you do, if there are still channels out there that are better than you, people are still eventually over the long term going to get drawn to those channels more than they will to your channel. So for me, channel strategy is how are you going to make your channel better than these other channels. So for me, when I started, it was that I was putting more time and effort into my videos and making what I thought to be physically better videos, as in like the editing was better, the music was better, and all that kind of thing. And that's getting more into the technical side of things. And then another thing that I did was I made sure that I posted more than my competitors, because I wanted to be a better channel than them. And I don't know, like that might be difficult and that might not be feasible for you, but for me at the time, that meant that I was posting 3 videos a week. So I wanted to make sure that my channel was better than all the other channels out there. And then the other thing I did was that I made sure my videos, because for comedy it's more entertainment, so like kind of the longer the better. I made sure my videos were as long, if not longer, than the other good channels or competitors out there. So for me, channel strategy is more how you're going to make your channel the best possible channel in your niche.
Yeah.
And then the marketing comes on top of that and after the actual getting your channel right. Because once you get your channel right, like for example, you got 10 upvotes on that post. Let's say your
Yeah.
channel was, and I haven't seen it yet obviously, but let's say your channel is
Mhm.
by far the best channel in that niche, and like that's going to be really hard to do, but by far the best channel in that niche.
Yeah.
Most probably all of those 10 people who go there will recognize that and then subscribe. So it becomes, the marketing becomes a lot easier once your channel is at a stage where you're like, yeah, I think I've worked on this channel. I've applied all of the things that I've heard people talk about, and I think this is one of, if not the best channel in this niche. So
Sure.
I'm ready to market it. So in the process of getting to that stage, yeah, your videos might not get many views or you might not get many subscribers. And it might kind of feel depressing. But once you get there and you start marketing it, you're going to grow much faster. And for me, I think that's better because, like I said, I've been through the experience where it took me like a year to get 60 subscribers, and I got 500 subscribers in a month when I finally started nutting down the things that actually were important. And
Dang.
that was much more satisfying than a long, drawn-out grind.
Yeah. I see what you're saying there. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I guess, I mean, that has been something. I've been looking at my videos, and I mean, I have drawn like so many things out of them, just like in the commentary and in the gameplay, just like thinking about how I can really make my videos better. Like I know that they're like not the greatest, and like I can make them a lot better. And I guess that's been something I've been really focusing on is, making them better. I
Oh, that's
guess
perfect.
that's kind of like, yeah, like I have like I kind of had a question, just like, and you're kind of talking about just like how long should I make the videos? Like you said, like I should go to my competitors'
Well,
channels
we'll
and
have
see
a
how
look
long
at
their
that because
videos are.
we'll do like screen sharing and I'll actually have a physical look at your channel and then I can provide you with some
Okay.
actual actionable advice. All of the stuff you're doing with marketing at the moment, I would put all of that effort into just improving your channel.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Yep.
And then like looking through, and if you want to be better than the best people in your niche, and this is regardless, sometimes people go, oh, my competitors are such and such, and he's not my competitor because he has too many subscribers than me. It's like, well, you're in the same niche. So if you have 60 subscribers, you're still competing with someone who's got like 1 million subscribers. Just because the sub counts are different, they're still your competitor. So you got to figure out, regardless of how many subscribers they have, how to be better than them. And sometimes that means like obviously improving your content. Sometimes that means inventing new aspects and like innovating that type of content to make it different and exciting. Then you're on the right path. So you might look at a video and be like, oh, I didn't think this video was that great, but you look at it, you analyze, you go, okay, there were these 10 things I think I need to work on. And the next video you go, okay, well, I think maybe there's now 8 things I need to work on. And then you keep building up, and yeah, it might take a bunch of videos to get to the stage where you're really happy with your content. But eventually after 10 more videos, you'll be like, yeah, I'm pretty happy with everything that was in this video. I think that my video is as good as, if not better than this creator with 1 million subscribers. So preferably better. Obviously, you're always aiming to be better, but it needs to be at least as good as. And then once you get to that stage, then you can start marketing it, and then people are going to be much more likely to actually subscribe when they see it.
Yeah.
Cool.
Like, yeah, that's tough to do. Like innovating in like Apex Legends, there's so many videos out
for
there and
sure, yeah.
stuff. Like, yeah, that's tough to do. Like, I mean, I've been like, I didn't like. I know when I've been looking up stuff, I've been hearing stuff like that when I've been looking up like the videos on like how to improve.
Yeah.
Like, just thinking about how to innovate and like do something different. Like, I've kind of been stuck on that. Like, that's a tough one. Well, I mean, for the record, this G7 Iron site, I went and like put in the keyword research, and I went and like looked on YouTube, and it seems like it's actually like by far my best like video idea that I've come up with yet. I'm pretty
Right.
excited about that, but like that innovating thing, like, dang, that's rough.
And sometimes innovating can be not just a completely different video style, but innovating that particular style of videos. So, for example, there was one guy in the Battlefront community who, obviously, there's like tips and tricks videos, and he sounds like he has similar videos to you, but basically, a lot of people would create tips and tricks videos, how to use such and such tutorials, and he did the same thing, but he actually went in and got and tested stuff out and got physical statistics for people and charts and stuff. And that was something that
Dang.
people really appreciated because no one else was doing it. Everyone was just saying, do this. But this guy went in and actually put in a lot of work, figured out like the percentages, the averages, and
Yeah,
all that
yeah.
kind of thing. And people were like, wow, I really like this. So he didn't
Mhm.
he didn't create a whole new type of video. He just did something no one else was doing in those kinds of videos. And
Mhm.
that was something that kind of pushed him over the line and started getting people to subscribe to him as opposed to other people.
Sure.
Another one, probably more concrete as well, because that was probably a difficult example, but there was a guy who would create commentaries. So people are creating commentaries and stuff. He created commentaries, but he added in a wheel. So he'd spin the wheel and he'd choose the loadout based off that wheel. And those videos
Mhm.
went crazy. They were still commentary videos, but he innovated his commentary videos to include an aspect that no one else had. And
Sure.
it went gangbusters. And like not everything you do will go gangbusters, but
Yeah.
it was those little things within his content that made people really like, wow, I want to subscribe to this guy. He's different from the rest.
Yeah. And just a question, like I've seen people like I've seen a couple of videos out there that were like the really good ones that they like put actual like stat sheets they found online about weapons like on tutorials. Like I'm not really too sure how to take like screenshots and like put it into the video, like overlay it. Like
You Windows 10,
yep.
hit the Windows key and print screen key at the same time. That's a screenshot.
Oh, how about that? And then you just
If I was you though, if they're already doing that, I would
yeah.
take it one step further. I would take that sheet, I would copy it and create it in Photoshop or Photopea and
Mhm.
recreate it, make it look really nice, really professional, really slick, and then create like a worksheet out of it that you can give people in the description. And then they can click on that worksheet, download it, and use it, and then like check things off once they've completed certain tasks or whatever. And for me, that would be something that is like innovative. Like that's taking what they're doing, which is already succeeding, to the next level. And I
Yeah.
think that would be something that people could appreciate. It's going to take you a lot
Could
more
you
time, but it's going to be something that will differentiate you from the top.
yeah, could you say that again? Make a spreadsheet that people can complete?
I would
Like how would I
take
do
those
that?
stat sheets that those people are creating and the screenshots that they're sharing, and I would
Yep.
create that stat sheet on Photopea. So, like
Okay.
using the videos that I've shown you in the course and whatever, just use the
Sure.
text tool, all that kind of thing, create the
Yeah.
stat sheet, but make it look nice. Like, spend some time
Yeah.
actually coming with a template that looks nice as opposed to just lines on a page. Because
Mhm.
a lot of people are really big on like user interface and stuff. That's why
Yeah.
one of the reasons Apple exploded over Windows, because it just looked better.
Yeah.
Once you make it look really slick, really professional, then you can show that screenshot up on your screen, but also to use that content somewhere else, you can create a worksheet out of that same stats sheet that you made that you can
Yeah.
link down in the description that people can click on, download for free, and then
Oh.
fill it out and all that kind of thing, and hopefully improve whatever it is they're working on, the G9 iron sites or whatever you were talking about.
Mhm. Yeah. I guess, yeah, with the whole stat sheet thing, like, I saw it on other people's videos, and I guess my videos weren't even there yet, like, the commentary wasn't good, so I didn't wanna, like, put in a lot of time and effort into learning how to put up the stat sheets on the screen. I'm just kinda working on making my commentary sound natural and, making sure everything looks okay on screen.
Do you think you could do both?
I think I could do both. I mean, honestly, like, I think I've gotten over that hump where now I can do stuff, like, a little bit better, so I think I could start doing that for sure now.
Because it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be great to start off with. Like I said, you might look at the video and be like, "Oh, there were 10 errors in that," but
Yeah.
unless you do it, you won't be able to self-analyze. So if you
Mhm.
kind of work on like getting the commentaries good, and it takes you say like 10 more videos to do that, then it might take you another 5 videos to get these stat sheets right. If you had been doing the commentary and the stat sheets within the same video, then you would have been done in 10 videos. Does that make sense?
Yep.
So that's just an example of how you're taking something that is within a niche, you're not reinventing it, but you're innovating and taking it to the next level, and some
Yeah.
people might appreciate that.